about Justin Schultz and the Boise State softball team kicking off a 3-game series against UNLV today?
Yeah, the Broncos entering this one 27-5 overall, hoping to extend their win streak to 11 straight against the Rebels this afternoon.
Let's get on over to Donna Larson Park. A beautiful day. The Broncos 6-0 so far in conference play. How about a packed house to welcome a top 25 team back to the City of Trees? Unfortunately, this one kind of got off to a bit of a rocky start. The Rebels played 7 in the first, then in the third, they add 2 more. And as good as Boise State has been on offense this season, today, the Bats were simply quiet. They only collect 1 single hit. They fall 9-0 in a 5-inning mercy rule. Broncos are back at it again tomorrow.
Over to the hardwood we go. Some late breaking news this evening. A source confirms to us that Boise State starting guard Emmanuel Akot has entered his name into the transfer portal to explore his options. The 6'8" senior averaged 11 points per game, as well as 3 rebounds and 3 assists per game for the Broncos this past season.
Bora hosting Capital this afternoon. Pick things up in the first. Capital's Penny Lou Barnett with the strikeout there to end the inning. We move ahead to the second. The Lions get a run on the board. This is Hallie Pfizer. The Bloop RBI single to center. That scores Kelly Kessel to make it 1-zip. We move ahead in the third. Capitals Mason Mogul fouls one first base side. Look at that grab there. The concentration from Caitlin Davis to hang on for the out.
Capital rallies to take this one 4-3 the final. Some baseball tonight as well. CUNA on the road at Centennial. We pick things up in the bottom of the first here. Patriots strike first. Andrew Johnson hits a shallow infield chopper that the Caveman can't handle. Kyle Shabbat on his horse. He scores from second to make it 1-0. CUNA pitcher Jaden Estrada would settle in though, gets a strikeout right there. We move along to the bottom of the 4th inning and the Patriots adding another here. This is Gavin Stearns. The fielder's choice RBI brings home Jaden Walters Belton to make it 2-0. Patriots pick up the home win.
How about some football news for you? Former Boise State wide receiver Khalil Shakir continues his stellar run up to the NFL draft with another impressive workout, this time at the Broncos Pro Day on Wednesday.
Back at the NFL Combine last month, Shakir recorded a 34.5-inch vertical, 14th best among wideouts in Indy. On Wednesday, he improved that total by 4 inches, recording a 38.5-inch vertical. Shaq saying Boise State strength coach Reed Kagi deserves a lot of the credit for the improvement.
I was working out with Coach Kagi this whole time. I came back right after the Combine. So I've been training with Kagi, and what he was able to get me to do in the short time that I was with him in training, I knew that I could definitely depend on him to get me right for that, and that's something that I wanted to improve on for sure. So the first thing we did was test my vert when I first got back, like a week or two in, and just training with him for that week or 2 weeks, I was already jumping 36.5, 37. So I was like, I'm very confident that I'll be able to get up there. And, being on the home turf always worked. I'm in my own facility. A little more comfortable. The vibe is on. I would say today I was actually a little nervous though. I was, just a small room, everybody watching type of thing. It's just like, I know I'm gonna jump better and all I want to do is improve my number. And the fact that I improved it by 4 inches is insane, so shout out to Kagi.
It is kind of insane. I agree with you there, Shaq. When it comes to where Shaq will land, it might be worth keeping an eye on both the Jaguars and Patriots. Both sent assistant coaches to Boise on Wednesday. Jacksonville wide receivers coach Chris Jackson, a former Washington State legend, instructed some of the pass-catching drills, while you're watching right here New England assistant Ross Douglas taking Shaq aside for a little one-on-one time. Just a reminder, check out our KTVB YouTube page for more of our extended coverage from Pro Day. We're back right after this.